Following the Mariel boat lift in 1980, a mass immigration of Cubans, and the sporadic refugee outflows from Haiti, Florida Governor Bob Graham recognized that as social and economic conditions changed in the region, Florida was the first to feel the effect. So it seemed appropriate for the state to have a special outreach, a mechanism to promote development by drawing on Florida's greatest resource, its people. Floridians encompass and reflect nationalities from all of our closest neighbors. Favaca began to receive requests from across the region asking for training in specific areas, such as increasing the birth weight of pigs, establishing local chambers of commerce, and strengthening youth intervention and gang avoidance programs. Favaca's innovative approach empowers partner organizations to create lasting change in their communities. Favaca recruits top-tier experts in their fields. They're willing to donate time, talents, and institutional connections to help their regional partners strengthen democracy, enhance trade, and improve livelihoods. While it's easy to find professionals to volunteer, it's a challenge to locate sufficient funding to support all of the requested technical assistance. Favaca also seeks to leverage our volunteers and partners' contributions with additional public and private support to impact more communities. Favaca's technical assistance and training are demand-driven, responding directly to the needs expressed by our partners. We build on what they're already doing in the community and help them acquire advanced skills, enabling them to work more effectively and efficiently. Our collaborative approach provides volunteer consultant expertise and institutional connections. We link the partner and the volunteer to ensure programmatic and administrative support. We're unique in that we've received funding from the state of Florida to carry out international development projects. Additionally, Favaca taps volunteers from the diaspora communities in the U.S. to serve in their country of origin, magnifying the impact of their training and long-term connection with the partner. Years of recruiting and placing professionals have made us experts in matching partner needs and volunteers. We've partnered with thousands of organizations throughout 32 countries in the Caribbean and the Americas, building on their skills to serve as a catalyst for change in their communities. We work closely with our partners to develop clear objectives and expectations for the training. By using volunteers to carry out the technical assistance, we add in-kind value to our projects while maintaining low programmatic and administrative costs. Our proximity to the region also reinforces our mission and provides a strong link between volunteers and partners. At Favaca, we measure success by how many volunteers we place. We've placed more than 3,000 in 32 countries, touching the lives of more than 50,000 people. Our programs positively impact lives, increasing revenues and employment opportunities, enhancing the quality of education and services, improving productivity and self-sufficiency, protecting natural resources, and contributing to the overall improvement of living conditions. Many people envision volunteers as students or retirees providing labor or fulfilling basic needs. At Favaca, our volunteers are experts, top-notch professionals working side by side with peers. Also, the assistance we provide directly addresses our partners' needs. Our costs are typically lower than other international development organizations, and our unique model safeguards precious resources. Our overseas partners established a Women's Assistance Center for victims of violence and abuse in Colombia, and increased revenues of indigenous-owned small businesses in Nicaragua. In Dominica, a Favaca volunteer implemented a solution to eradicate citrus greening disease, a problem neighboring Jamaica has invested more than $100 million to solve. Across Latin America and the Caribbean, our projects have safeguarded agricultural and environmental resources, reduced the spread of hazardous health conditions that know no borders, and increased political and economic stability. Favaca has been extremely fortunate to receive bipartisan support and funding from the Florida legislature. However, due to uncertainty in the state budget, Favaca must convey to policymakers the importance of ongoing outreach for an interconnected Caribbean region. We're working to diversify our funding base and establish nationwide partnerships. We're looking for colleges and universities interested in international experience for professor-student teams, and state governments with similar diaspora populations seeking solutions to geopolitical challenges of immigration, agricultural pests, and diseases. Favaca receives 5 requests for every one we can support. With additional resources, we'd help more overseas partners on projects that they define. Demand is high for poverty alleviation and disaster mitigation programs. Outstanding requests include small business development, sustainable agriculture, livestock production, alternative energy, ecotourism, and handicraft marketing. Our projects are cost-effective and timely. Volunteers can be placed in a matter of weeks and at a fraction of the cost of paid consulting services. A base of unrestricted funding would allow Favaca to offer microfinance and small grant solutions so partners can acquire essential tools and equipment. We are reinventing ourselves to reflect the evolution of philanthropy to social finance and entrepreneurship. We're seeking to leverage our extensive database of overseas partners and collaborate with educational institutions and the private sector on strategic engagement in overseas markets.